Hello everyone, welcome back to PyDiscussions. Today we will be discussing about using named placeholders with PyODBC for easy readability of our SQL queries. By default, PyODBC only comes with support for question mark style placeholders, which means QMark style. First of all, we will learn how question mark style placeholders look like, and then we will see how we can use named placeholders in PyODBC. Let's see an example. Here is a sample script that I have explaining the question mark style placeholder. Before that, I can explain you the database. Actually, here I have a database called fantasy database. In this fantasy database, I have one table which is player. On that player table, I have 4 different columns: one for the player name, player date of birth, and the player batting style and the player bowling style. Actually, what I'm trying to do here is I'm trying to enter some data which is about Gautam Gambhir, and then I'm fetching that data from the database. Okay, and then I'm printing that, and then I'm deleting that data whatever I have entered so far for the cleaning purpose. That's what this insert player do. Okay, here I am using the question mark style placeholder. The first question mark means the player name, and the second question mark means the player date of birth, and the third question mark means player batting style, and the fourth question mark means player bowling style. This script works perfectly fine. Actually, I can show you by running it. You can see it is working perfectly fine. I just trying to insert the data and then fetching the data and then printing it and then deleting it. Okay, the problem with this one is these question marks. Actually, imagine if you are working on a big project or medium scale project where you have 50 to 100 queries. Okay, where you are coming on daily basis or monthly basis to check or implement new features on this one. Okay, it's not that easy to read these question marks. For this purpose, we can use named placeholders, but PyODBC doesn't support named placeholders by default, so we can use a third-party module called SQL params. Okay, let's get into our actual example. Here we are using the SQL params model, which you have to install using pip. Okay, you can see here I have the named query. You can see I have colon player name, colon DOB, colon batting style, and the colon bowling style. I know what kind of data I'm passing to the insert query now. Okay, some people also call this binding variables also. You can call like that also. Okay, how this one works. Here I have 2 examples, one with the without decorator and the second one is with the decorator. Okay, I will show you both the examples. First I'm explaining about the without the decorator. Here without the decorator, I'm first declaring this one, actually initializing this class, actually SQL params class. I have to pass 2 kind of information here, from which style to which style I'm converting. Here I'm converting from name style to QMark because QMark is the style which PyODBC supports. That's why. Okay, once I have that params object, I can call format method on this one by passing named insert query along with the dictionary of information. Okay, here in the previous query, actually when you are using this one question mark, you have to put tuple or the list of information, but here you have to pass a dictionary of information mentioning what the player name and the DOB and the batting style and the bowling style. Okay, once you pass this information, what this will do is, before executing our PyODBC execute method, it will convert this one. It will give you 2 kind of information. One it is this is the QMark style query, which we can use for PyODBC. This is the list information. Instead of dictionary, we have list of information. Okay, which we can use it for again for the PyODBC. Let's try to run this example also. You can see here I have got the question mark style query and the list of information. The final one is which I am fetching from the database. Actually, this is the row, the final record. Okay, that means it is working perfectly fine. You can see now the code is readable using this column binding variables. But again, the only problem is you have to insert these 2 lines for each and every query. Not the 2 lines, actually it's the 1 line which you have to enter it. Okay, which is okay actually if you have one single file, but if you have multiple files, okay, for the SQL queries, this is not the right way actually. Where you can use this is the exactly place where you can use the decorator. Here I have the named params decorator. Okay, this will take care of converting those named style placeholders to question mark style placeholders. You can see the code for the named placeholders also. This is the code that I have written. Here I have the named placeholders which I am starting from, and I am converting to the QMark, and then I am passing to the function. Here the function will accept the question mark style place query and the list of information. That's what it is doing. Question mark style query on the list of information. It will just execute, no need to convert anything, because the decorator takes care of everything, converting. Okay, and then you am just inserting the data and then fetching the data, printing the data, and then executing it. Just run in this one also. You can see this one is also perfectly working perfectly fine. That's it. Please subscribe to my channel for more videos like this. If you have any doubts, please comment on below this video so that I can reply to you. That's it for today. Thank you guys.